Hello family, it's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your Mercury Retrograde Pick Your Energy read, big baby. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, fam? I hope you're doing super fantabulous. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so very much. I will give you the lineup. So as we go into this read, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit of astrology, okay, just to kind of set the scene, get the mood going, okay? And then you're gonna go into your 1, 2, or 3. Now, once you pick your card, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a mind, body, and soul. We're gonna look at some tarot. We're gonna pull some oracle cards. We're gonna get a little relationship, a little bit of health, and we're gonna keep it moving, okay? Take the parts that resonate with you. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, all right? Now, let's talk about what's going on. I am using my notes. Mercury went retrograde on the 13th, and on October 13th, and it should be that way until November 3rd, with the 2 weeks after for the shadow. Now, what's interesting is it's going in 11 degrees. So let's look at that. The number 11 is a very powerful number. Synchronicity of individuality and individuality coming into a partnership. So we might be feeling this in partnerships, relationships, commitments, things of duality, okay? Now, Mercury is going to be opposite Uranus. Oh my gosh. So we're going to want to like speak fast, sporadically, might be a little bit scatterbrained, unexpected information. I have here like chismes coming. Like, be prepared because the tea is going to be spilled. The truth will be revealed. Now, you can also be very super distracted during this time. You know, like the little thing like squirrel. Oh my gosh, what's that? What's this? So this focus might be something that's going to be a little bit difficult during this time. Unexpected meetings, pay attention to reactions. Like, you don't have to react to everything. Mercury direct was opposite Uranus on the 7th. So if there was something that was not resolved, like it didn't come to a closure, it might bubble up around the 19th. So stay flexible, stay mindful, and really and truly just wait till like everything is direct, everything is clear, and we're moving forward like after the 13th. Now of November. The moon sextile Mercury. Intuition is going to be really high. We're going to want to talk. We're going to want to reconnect. We're going to want to be social with friends and family. And Mercury sextile Venus. So this is going to help us express love and harmony. This is also going to be good for business, showing up and showing out. Scorpio rules the 8th house, that of intimacy. Okay, so those might be key concepts that are coming into during this retrograde. Now, I'm going to put this out there. This is not anything to fear. Okay, I know a lot of times we're like, oh my God, I can't do anything during Mercury retrograde. Look, Mercury is just saying, slow your ass down for a minute, okay, big baby. Enjoy the view, sit back, and let me show you what's coming through, okay? We're about to get the information you've been asking for. Now, with that being said, let's take a deep breath. Harness your energy. Which will it be? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, card number 1, bienvenidos. Let's jump into your read. We have Mercury in Scorpio, of course, but the 10th house came out for you. The 10th house is the way you show up in the world. It's your midheaven. It's your career sector. It's like the way your persona, your public persona. And so this is telling you the awareness to purify and resurrect your destiny. Like, it's time to clean up your act, big baby. It's time to put yourself out there. You're going to have a lot of thoughts about the secrets, about where you're going. What do you have in mind? How are you pushing yourself forward? A lot of words resulting from the power of your career. I do believe career is going to be very heightened for you during this time. Pay attention to the way that you're communicating so that you can move up. All right. There's also a lot about purification, because you'll see right there, I just noticed that you have purification coming in as what's going on mentally. I think we need to clean up a little bit of what's going on around us. Now, as you've noticed, I brought back my sphere, my Celestine sphere, I forgot what it was, that I got from Spirit Guided Jewelry. And if you're interested in learning a lot more about crystals and her healing journey and how she got involved in this, you can join me on the 23rd of October at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on IGTV, and catch us live. All right. Now, with that being said, purification is coming through for you. This is a really important thing. You see all that blue? And I do think that we are really working on that throat chakra, because my throat is killing me right now, other than me just being sick. 23 is the number of this card. Comes down to a 5. I feel like we're clearing up some chaos, some conflict. It's time to clean up your environment, your personal space. Your body, your mind, and spirit need to be clear. Get rid of things that are throwing your emotions off. Eat more clean, more nutritious food. Pay attention to what you're putting in and out. You're also releasing old trauma and pain and emotional wounds. You're unloading your spiritual backpack, as they said, but it's just time to clean it up. Call on your angel guides to help. Clean your home, your workspace. Remove or donate outdated items that you no longer need. It's about getting the energy level to change. And remember, when you change 27 items in the room, something is going to change. The energy is going to elevate. Now, the affirmation with this is, I purify my soul. I release burdens and expectations of choices. I am free to make my own decisions with love and confidence. That is from the Sacred Power reading by Anna Stark. Now, in the center, I pulled out the Promethean Oracle. I have not used this deck in such a long time, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about this. This is the Apicula Genius. This is what I call the Cherub of Cups. Now, this is paying attention to insight. They are brilliant, their energy, their cherubs, their guides. Some were fishmen. However, in this energy, you are being guided to have the eagle-headed spirit. When this card comes out, just know that you have the wisdom inside of you to create the positive change. Now, this sage will bring protection to you. Know that you are protected, but you have to be responsible for how you're moving forward. And that's why things need to clear up, okay? It's time for you to clear things up. Now, if you're going to react irrational and just do whatever, go really off the wall, this energy is not there for your protection. Now, on a Akashic level, on a soul level, you have the 7 of Scrolls, and this is intricacies in industry. So I do feel like this is a lot about your work environment. Now, this means that you could just be clearing up your home, redecorating, changing things. I know that's what I've been doing this week. It's been like super hard on me. Like I've wanted to change my entire look of everything in my home and my office. So now this is telling you just to look at what you're doing every day, have some follow through with your goals, pay attention, but it's time to clean things up. Things need to be clean and clear. Communication, the way that you're thinking, it's just time to wash. And if you're into doing spiritual baths, this is a wonderful time for you to start focusing on your spirituality. So we're going to be using the Starman Tarot. I haven't used this one in a while. And we're just going to kind of see what this retrograde has for you. What do you need to keep in mind as you move forward? Okay, so how are we going to do this energy? What's going on? Oh, I don't want that there. I don't want all that on there. So let's see here. One card. Let's see, that comes out with the 5 of Cups. And let's go with 4 cards. Let's just do good old 4 card draw. I'm going to pull from here. We're going to check them and see what's going on. Let's see if they should be upright. Should this be upright? Upright, upright, and upright. Okay, for some of y'all are coming into a moment of a big decision, a contract. Something is coming through, especially financially and with action. These are very beautiful cards. I do believe somebody is moving into a position. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 6 of Pentacles upright. You are going to have the help that you need to move forward. I will be clarifying with the Santa Muerte deck if I could find it. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. So the reason why you need this reading is because you're coming into this retrograde very upset with the 5 of Cups. And you see this big eye here? I believe all eyes on me. Like I have Tupac in my head. Everybody's watching you. Everybody's looking at you and they're like, And maybe you're being a little bit too sensitive right now because your guides are telling you the Ace of Pentacles. There was a sacrifice that you made and out of it, something is going to grow. You see the cat with the 9 lives? She's like, resurrect this bitch. We got this. We're coming back. We landed on our feet. But I do feel like this is about being grounded and rooted. Now, you see the book here, and the book has the information. There's a book here also. So I believe writing down what you need to do during this time is going to be key for you. This 5 of Cups, you could be a little emotional coming into this retrograde, okay? And I'm not just focusing on love. This is in general. I really feel like you're getting your act together. You're starting over. You have the Ace of Pentacles by the Ace of Wands. So not only are you writing down your goals and your dreams, but now you're actually doing something about it. You're reprogramming yourself. That's what this retrograde is about, because you want to be your own boss, or you want to be in control. And I love that sunflower coming in on her. She's standing, and look at her shoes. She has ballerina slip. My God, I don't know what that was. Oh my goodness. Something just jumped on me. I'm so sorry. That was a spider. Somebody is going to be coming into lots of money. I don't know where that spider came from, but whew, sorry, it freaks me out. I was like, what just jumped on me? Anyways, this is what happens when you work late at night. This Queen of Wands energy that's coming through is very strong for you, and you have a lot of queens behind you, like a lot of love and support, and that's what this Six of Pentacles is about. So let's look at this Five of Cups energy that we have going in here. I'm going to say this is about you coming out on top, but you're going to have to put things into action, okay? What is this Five of Cups about? It's about the Seven of Wands. I kind of feel like you've been wandering through things, trying to figure it out, and your guides are like, look, stop whining about it. Let's be about it. Let's clean up the way that we're thinking. Let's clean up the way that we're acting, and let's get something on paper. Let's get this moving. There's that book again, okay? You've got to follow the rules here. It's about you following the rules, doing everything the way that you need to. And until you write it down, I'm going to say this might be a time of you really having to write everything down so you don't forget it, because everything is so new for you. It's brand new, and you're coming into it and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? But you're going to be at the right place at the right time, okay? Don't worry about it. I do see some of you guys getting a promotion, getting moved up, getting recognized. The Ace of Wands, what does the Ace of Wands have for card number 1? Look, Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you are coming into it. Upright. Yes. So this is you. You're independent. Some of y'all are thinking about, is it the right time for me to break out and go into business for myself? I know I've been thinking about that a lot. And I really feel like if you're a fire sign, you really want to stand on your own 2 feet. This is some of y'all leaving a really emotional situation, going to a different career, going to a different relationship, or just deciding I want to be freaking independent, okay? So let's look at what this Queen has for you. What does the Queen want you to know as the outcome? The Queen of Swords. This is the help. I swear you've got help coming through for you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in, or this is simply you taking a stand and cutting out the distractions out of your life. Let's get a little bit more here. Should this be upright? And we're also healing from a backstabbing situation. So this could be like you've always had bad experiences with friends or bad experiences with people stabbing you in the back. Some of you are healing from a mother situation. But in this situation, the help is here. Somebody is coming through for you. And I think they really got your back. And with this double ace coming in, I just kind of feel like at work, you're going to become very independent. You're not going to need anybody's help. You're not going to be lost anymore. You're going to feel like you got your feet, like you got your feet on the ground again. Let's see. I want to see a little bit more with those queens. Right place at the right time. And that's the second 9 coming in for you. So you could be moving positions, moving homes, or even looking into moving, because there's something brand new coming in with that double 9, with the serendipity, and then with the 9 of Pentacles, the 18 and the 9. So with that energy coming in, I just kind of feel like you're stepping into who you really are. Help is definitely there. Just put in the action. People want to help you out. People want to be there for you. I feel like it's a very positive situation. Look, there's that moon. I think something is going to be revealed to you, because look at how she's looking in the water and she sees the reflection. Y'all remember, who is that girl I see? I don't have a voice right now. The Reflections by in Mulan, in that movie Mulan. And I do feel like you're going to see like what you're putting in is what you're getting back out. And I want to say pay attention to the moons during this time. We just had a new moon in Libra pass. I do feel like you're going to really be reflecting, who helps me, who am I helping, and is there something equal going on? Because this is about you really noticing that you're not going to get stabbed in the back anymore. You're going to be moving forward. Okay? So with that being said, let's look at my singles. I know that y'all want to know about love. So in love, for my single number ones, what do we have? Single number ones. Oh, single number one, should this be upright? No, should this be upright? Single number ones, I feel like you're kind of like holding on to your money. You also have like this illusion that like maybe if I was in a relationship, things would be better. Maybe if I had more money, it would be better. This idea of if I had this, I would be better. So during this retrograde, this is about teaching you to become more intimate with what is really stability, the Four of Pentacles. What do I really see as a stable family with the Ten of Cups? Is it an illusion? Do people perceive that everything is okay when it's not? Because this is you redefining what a relationship looks like for you, okay? Because it could be tied to that Five of Cups. Now, for my couples, what's going on? We got Temperance, and there's a lot of change coming in for you. Patience with what's going on in your head during this time. You might be reorganizing, redecorating, removing, rebuilding. Something's going on. And I'm going to tell you during that eclipse on December 14th, and Sag, 23 degrees, pay attention to what's going to be revealed to you. Now, Temperance comes in with the 5, with his 14, and then the 5 of Wands with the 5. But see how calm he is in the conflict? I'm going to say do not jump ship right now. Okay, just be calm. Be aware that people are just coming from, be a damn dirty lady. Okay, look at you. Get your dress on, look good. Eres la dama. You are the woman, you are it, you are the shizbangle and everything else. But you gotta have temperance. You gotta have swag in your relationship. Okay? You can't just be going in there cursing people out and because you're angry. Hold your head up high and be a lady about it, okay? Because you're gonna run into some things that aren't gonna make you happy, but if you can learn how to balance, by the 14th of December, you're going to feel better. And I know you're like, well, that's a hell of a long way away. No, it's not. It'll be here before you know it, all right? So let's look on a little bit more. Let's close up this read. I'm going to use the sacred sites to kind of talk about what is the lesson of this retrograde, okay? And we have here the Acropolis, and it's about your inspiration. It's located in Athens, Greece, and this is the goddess Psyche, and she's in the arms of the horned male, okay? Does this bother you? This is the goat-legged god of nature. This is Pan. So this is saying maybe in the past you didn't see through your prejudices, or you didn't allow yourself to be counseled to overcome the obstacles and conflicts you faced. And you must learn that energy must be both given and received. So you're still learning that, the give and the take. And if you're all give and no take, then you don't gain. And if you fail to revisit the advice that was offered to you before, you're going to continue with this struggle. So Mercury's saying like, hey, let's slow down. Let's find different ways to boost our creativity, to make us understand things, okay? Let's get rid of these blocks that we have going on with music. Let's have confidence in ourselves again. Imagination. The potential of what you can learn is, look at the top, it's the daughter of Zeus. She comes in, it's Athena, the palace of Athene, and she stands strong in her purity and her perfect balance of female masculinity. This is you really stepping in your divine feminine. Now, she encourages you to use your natural intelligence, seek knowledge, but she's also saying it's time for you to get some help. Get help with things that you don't understand. Seek that guidance that needs to come through. All right? Now, just a random message from the butterflies, because you know they got random things for us. I'm going to say sacral energy because of all this orange and orange energy, this creativity. We want to pump that up, so we want to work on our sacral, but we need a new exercise program. So this might be, hey, you know, the weather's changing. I can't really run as much as I want to outside. So what can I do in place of it? I can't go to the gym, but I need to get my energy up again. What can I do in my exercise program? Okay? Now, I want to say random message from the universe. This is going to be a time of you having to be very, very patient. When it comes to your health, you have the Four of Swords, okay, or the Four of Arrows in this deck. I'm going to say, baby, you need to go sit down and rest, okay? This is Jupiter in Libra. You might feel very tired, like lethargic. You're just like your adrenal glands. You've been just doing the most. Things with your kidneys might come up. You just need to get up and get moving. This is also knowing when you're tired to sit down, okay? The herb tied to this is mullein. A good herb for this Four of Swords energy is going to be ashwagandha. That's going to help with your adrenal glands, and milk thistle to clean out your liver and your kidneys, okay? Now, mullein is great to calm yourself down. It's good for your respiratory and it soothes coughs. Now, it also attracts butterflies and honeybees. Awesome, all right? Now, in magic, it's ruled by Mercury or Saturn. Mullein is, okay? So it's a good herb to use in your magic, and it repels evil spirits or magic that might be thrown at you. The timing of this energy is going to be from the 13th to the 24th of October. That's what the Four of Swords is talking about. Now, with this energy coming in, tourmaline is going to be the crystal that's good for you. It's great for unity, love, and protection. It encourages unity between male and female energies, the yin and the yang. It's also protective. It keeps negative energy away. It encourages you with energy, and it promotes overall healing. Now, on a spiritual level, it indicates it's time to move towards unity with all things, to connect with nature. You need to get outside. You need to do something that connects you with nature. Now, one more thing for you when it comes to communication, I'm using the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. All right? All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life, Five of Cups, was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. I kind of feel like that's why you're starting over with this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands and pulling into your queenship. You're really pulling into the essence of who you really are. All right? So I'm going to pull one more thing for Mercury. Let's see what comes out. Let's see what it is. Let me roll my dice. It says number 4. Okay, messages in the bottle. Be aware that Mercury is telling you important communication is going to be coming through. You may be hearing from an ex. You may be hearing about a job. You need to answer your emails. You need to pay attention to your phone calls and return the calls. Don't let things slip by. An important message is coming to you. All right. I really feel like it's about more work than anything else. I feel like your mind is on your money and your money's on your mind. All right. Number 1, I hope this helps, and be blessed. All right. Card number 2. Are you ready for this read, big baby? We have Mercury in Scorpio. It is showing up in your 3rd house. Your 3rd house might feel a little activation. This is not your chart. These are your karma cards. So this is like how it wants to show up. So communicating through the extraordinary power of prayer about making the right connections. I do believe it's highly important for you to start looking at who you're friends with, who you're being around, what's going on professionally, emotionally, and spiritually. Really analyzing the highest and lowest aspects of the idea in question. What are you questioning right now? What is it that's going through your mind? Okay. And letting your mind tell you how to control the situation to get your ideas going. Now, the 3rd house is about short journeys. So you might be thinking about like, I got to get away. Like, I need a break. I need to get out of here. This is also about how to communicate. I'm going to say be careful with gossip during this time. This also is with family, okay, brothers and sisters, short-term trips. Like you got a lot on your mind and you're wanting to get away. So you have the Freedom card coming in. I do feel like this is also about you balancing polarities, the male and the female, the yin and the yang, and you're moving forward and you're making things happen. Freedom comes down to the number 14 in this deck. 14 comes down to a 5. Let's break down 14. Individuality on my foundation, but I want to do it my way. So I'm going to cause some chaos and change, because the horse is all about initiating change. The horse brings in what needs to be changed, and they're going for it. They're moving forward. So it's time to free your spirit. Everything in your life right now is completely within your power. Nothing is out of your power. You are definitely in control, but you want to go in a new direction. So bringing both together, the yin and the yang, it brings your balance so that you can go forward. Follow through with your agreements and before you make new commitments. So if you already agreed to something, don't change it just because you want to go do something else. You need to be true, okay? You need to follow these things through. Have follow through. Observe your surroundings. Think about what do you really want to take with you, what you don't want to take with you. But what your spirit is longing for is for freedom. So the horse is telling you it's time to simplify your life. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to gain knowledge, get more information before you make future decisions. And you have the power to change the direction of your life. The affirmation she has here is, I'm moving forward in the direction I choose, bringing me closer to achieving my goals and my divine life purpose. you are definitely creating change. Now, what's interesting is, and I pulled out the Promethean Oracle, I haven't used them in a while, and you have Enki, which is the magician in the Babylonian Tarot. This is Ea. He is the wise guardian. He is the one who created the people out of clay. All right. Now, his energy, he will bend the rules when he needs to. He's the one who went and told them to build the ark. Okay. This is according to Babylon. This is not the biblical story. Now, this energy is telling you it's time to clear things up. Do you realize what you're doing? Like, are you robbing Paul to pay Peter? You got to pay attention to what's going on. What are you creating? He's also here to let you know that he comes with the water. He is blessing you. He's trying to bring things. There's something about water. I know we're in the sign of Scorpio, but I feel like he's like, what are you creating? And where are you creating it from? It's time to reevaluate the way that you're moving forward. Akashically, you have card number 19, which is all about reflection. Full moons are going to be really affecting you during this time. This can show a trip, particularly over water, or you're longing to get in the boat, something like that. But you're also stepping into your psychic gifts. You're finding out what you can manifest. And you're recognizing the difference between your intuitive voice and then compulsions. Like, you're not just like all over the place. It's going to be important for you to take some classes in meditation, psychic development, maybe counseling, spiritual arts, or something that so you can start learning to trust your own voice. You're super highly magical. It's time for you to step into it. Now, the number 19, oh great, I dropped this card. Give me moments. The number 19 is coming down to a 10, right? So there is a new beginning. You are creating. You have magician-like energy, but it's like harnessing this chaotic energy so that you can move forward. All right, we are going to jump into your read. So we're going to do 4 cards. One, there's the first one, 2. They're all flying everywhere. I'm going to pull right here, 3 and 4. Overall, we got the moon. I'm telling you, the moons are going to be highly important. And this is something about a move. Should this be upright, 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 and upright? Okay, all cards want to be upright today. So the devil is coming in. Then we have the 9 of swords. You are really changing things, but it's moving very slowly with strength here. You have a double 9. There is something about a move, and there is something about illusion. I'm going to tell you there is something about polarities. I could even say bipolarities, okay? You might be dealing with somebody who is like wishy-washy, like what the hell is going on? One day you're hot, one day you're not. Like, could you pick one? Pick it and let's go. I'm going to get you closer so you can see the beauty in these cards. Now, let's look into it. The reason why you need this read is there is an illusion, or you're tied to behaviors that need to change with the devil's energy, okay? And he's telling you what needs to change. It's like you're in your head too much. Like, you're constantly in your own head. You're beating yourself up. Your guides are saying the advice is the Prince of Pentacles, move slowly, put on some good tunes, chill out, relax. And then the outcome is you're going to get strong. You're going to be able to stand your ground, and you're going to be fierce like the lion. You're going to be courageous. The double 9 coming in is just telling you, big baby, come on, let's move. We got to move, okay? So now we're going to clarify with the Santa Muerte deck. And let's see what this devil has for you. What does this devil have for you? 6 of Pentacles reversed, okay? So I kind of feel like there is so much give, not enough take, or too much take, not enough give. Now, a lot of people like to say, oh, the devil energy, this is addictions, this is this. I'm going to say this might be insomnia, honestly, by the 9 of Wands. Or this is like you're just so used to doing something one way, you're not willing to try to do it another way. Okay, so let's look at a remedy for the 9 of Wands. There's something to cut out, okay? We have the 2 of Swords. What do we need to cut out? We need to make a decision. We're at a crossroads. Is it a Capricorn that we need to cut out, okay? Because the devil's tied to the Capricorn. Or is it bad habits? Is it the fact that we're always giving and we're not willing to take help, okay? Prince of Pentacles, what do you have for my beautiful number 2? Prince of Pentacles. I do feel like you are dealing with earth sign energy. All right, let's see. There is a lie. Okay, I do feel like with this retrograde, or not with this, yeah, with this retrograde, a lot of illusions are going to be revealed. Okay, especially for you, but it's coming up in all the, it came up in the first one too. I believe that whatever was being hidden from you is going to be coming through from a fire sign, okay? The truth will be shared. The truth will be shown. It's a brand new start. We're leaving those things behind. We're not going to do it anymore. So let's see what this story is about. Let's see what this prince is bringing in. Okay, you have a crossroads, and I just did the weekly, and this came up for, I think it was an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think it was Gemini. But it's just time for you to kind of like make your decision, okay? Foundationally, because 13 comes down to the number 4. So it's like, just come on, shit or get off the pot. Okay, you got all the information that you need. You know what you need to cut out of your life. Why do you keep going back? But we're gonna have to be strong. And the Knight of Wands don't play. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is like, okay, I'm gonna get there when I get there. And the Knight of Wands is like, hey, we going right now. We gotta go. You need to pick your direction. Where do you want to go and how do you want to get there? And then you're gonna come out on top, but you have to make that decision. And you have been kind of like afraid to make that decision. Why does everything have to fall? Lord Jesus, let's see. For some of y'all, this is about work because I had 2 10s come out. Some of y'all are going to make a decision to leave a job. That came up for number 1 too. So the 10 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of earth and fire energy. So what this is telling me is materialistically, you want to increase materialistically. You need to put some action to it. We need to get some action. We want transformation. These butterflies are coming through. We need to make it happen. So you need to make a move. What move are you going to make? What are you going to choose and which way are you going to go? And you're like, that's why I'm watching the read. And I'm going to say, well, that's why you need to meditate. This is where you need to take your power back, okay? This is something that is really hard. Like, I watch readings too, and I get readings too, and I'm just like you. I want to know everything. And then I get frustrated when they're like, oh no, well, you got to like take your time, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do that. But the truth of the matter is when I get the message myself in a meditation or through journaling or through like a synchronicity that happens, then that's how I know that that message is really from the divine, okay? You have got to start trusting yourself. Now, there is a trip that you're going to be taking with this 9 and this 10 next to each other. Take it. It's important. And it is over water, okay? And I want you to pay attention to the full moon on the 31st, okay? Big, important information is going to be coming through for you. Look, Knight of Pentacles again. The Knight of Pentacles again from another deck with the moon. Okay, I really feel this is like Cancer and Capricorn energy going on. There's a lot of revelations coming through. I want to see what the Prince of Pentacles has for you because he's come out twice with the Sun. Okay, truths will be revealed. And there's another 10. I'm going to say be very mindful with your money also because you got 3 10s in a row. There's definitely a trip. There's something about the eclipse that's going to be coming through on, I think it's November 30th. There's an eclipse and December 14th. Pay lots of attention to that because there's going to be a lot of truths that are going to be revealed during this time. And this is, yes, I know this is a Mercury retrograde and you want to know about love, but we're going to get there. This is a very important situation. Something's being retained from you. And again, this is 3 nights in the same read. I recall for the new moon in Libra, we did the same thing. There was like 4 nights that came out. Well, 3 nights for me is a lot of verbal confrontations. This is also like a very codependent relationship that you might be having. And the sun is shining on you and it's saying, yes, it's time to make a decision. Are you going to go? Are you going to stay? Are you going to stay in this relationship that's eating you alive or this job that's like eating you alive because you're codependent on it? Or are you going to take a chance and you're going to get on this fork in the road and you're going to get up and go? So that's what's coming through for you. This is a reevaluation. The sun and the moon right next to each other. This is holding like energy of revelation coming in. You're freeing yourself from a codependent situation. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Your message is from Tongorio, okay? Now, this is about respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. I don't have a voice right now, guys. I've been so sick all week. This is the most voice I've had all week, so I'm super excited. So, you have the Tanwa, which is the lizard, okay? When you look at the Tanwa on this card, do you feel safe or vulnerable? Okay? If you feel vulnerable, You lack the respect for yourself. Like if you'd be afraid of that, it's time for you to respect yourself, your body, and those that have cared for you in the past. Maybe you suffered from substance abuse, or you belittled others, or you were wasteful of resources. Now is the time to change. However, if you feel protected by the Tanwa, it's a sign that you're detaching from your past hurts. You're acknowledging that, and you're giving yourself strength. Now, look at the center of the card. You're going to see the manya, the messenger, okay? This little energy right here. And if you feel drawn to that symbol, there's something you want to be protected from. Maybe you need to ask for help. Maybe it's something that someone is lacking respect. I'm telling you, someone is disrespecting you, and you're about to tell them how the cow ate the damn dirty cabbage, okay? And you're about to free your mind, and the rest will follow. I'm telling you, you're about to break loose. Now, the story at the top of the card, there was once an old Tanhunga from whom no one respected, especially the young. They made fun of him, they ignored him. Anytime he did something, they'd make fun, they'd get, you know, all that kind of stuff. However, so the boy Churi, however, who had been taught to respect his elders, stood up for the Tahunga. So the villagers agreed to pay him a visit, and they took him some food. And they found him high on the mountainside, just when the earth shook, and a great wave came destroying what was left behind, and they were saved. The villagers rebuilt what had been lost, including their faith in the Tahunga in the young, who now respected the land and their laws. The two faces on this card depict past and future generations and indicate that there will be a prosperous tomorrow. Respect all that is sacred, both within you and around you. This is about you having respect. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like you're like a little bit manic sometimes. Like you're like, oh my God, I don't even know if I'm going or coming or what's going on. This is because you're codependent. All right. We all find ourselves in those situations. Nobody's judging, but this is about you having your respect. This is going to be illuminated into you, and you're going to realize you're either dealing with somebody who is sucking your energy dry, or you're sucking your own energy dry. All right. Now, it's a great time for you to begin exploring different options. This is also a time for you to be true to you. Okay. A lot of you standing up for yourself and being kind to yourself. Now, when it comes to, I forgot to do your relationships. I'll do that right next. When it comes to your communication, you have be immune to others' opinions and don't take things personally. This is from the 4 agreements. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. And when you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. I'm telling you, there's somebody who's going through domestic situation, a lot of arguing, a lot of verbal abuse. It hasn't, maybe it is physical, but it's not as bad as it could be. But whatever it is, you're about to break free from this situation. I think it was card number 3 on the new moon. So I want to look in relationships before I close your read off. So for my singles, what do they got going on? Queen of Wands, 7 of Wands, upright and upright. I feel like my singles are like, look, I've come a long way and I'm going to protect my energy. I'm confident. I'm moving forward. I'm not going back. I know who I am, and I feel like there's a lot of Leo energy coming through. So I feel like maybe you're like redoing your hair also, like you want to change your hair, you want to do everything. You want to change a lot of stuff really fast, okay? But this is about really working on your confidence as you move forward and letting it fall into your hands, all right? Working with that solar plexus energy when it comes to being single. Now, when I have my coupled up number 2s, let's see what here. We have the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to say when I see the 9 of Wands coming in for you, what I really feel is standing up for yourself in a situation and finding a new way of communication. Getting out of your head for a little bit, okay? Because there's a lot of 9s in this read also. So somebody's moving, we're moving forward, we got this energy coming in, but I feel like we've got to get out of our mind, we've got to get out of our head for a minute, and we need to move forward. There's a lot of like little synchronicities or like little like messages in the back of this card that I never really noticed till right now. There's like math problems, there's like an infinity sign, it's the tree of life up there, the Kabbalah tree of life. There's like a lot of little drawings in the background. And I feel like it's the little things that are going to matter to you when you're communicating. And it might be a lot of telepathic communication with your spirit guides, all right? But communication is going to cut through. You don't have to fight so hard. All right, it's going to come in and it's going to be okay. So let's see what this Nine of Wands has. I just had a lot of cards come out. Saying number one, El Pájaro. And look, there's a bird there. I do believe some information is coming your way. Keep your eyes and ears open. All right, an opportunity, Twitter, tweet, something of that nature. El Pájaro, a little birdie told me, you're going to get information, but look at the source that it's coming from, okay, before you jump to conclusions. Now, your crystal that comes in for you is agate, and this is for balancing and grounding. It helps you be more analytical, and it helps us connect with our spiritual knowledge. It helps us find solutions. It brings equilibrium and positive and negative energies and harmonizes emotions. On a physical level, it helps us with the process of elimination. Also good for healing the eye and the abdominals. So a lot of solar plexus energy coming in. Spiritually, this indicates it's time for you to quietly contemplate your purpose. Are you steadily working in the direction you need to? Or are you just moving blindly? So I feel like this is a time to reassess for you overall, and agate will help you balance that energy. On a health reading, you have the Princess of Swords or the Princess of Arrows coming in. And this is issues with your legs, your ankles, poor circulation. The herb tied to this is dill. It's good in a tea. It's good for your digestive system. I feel like there's a lot of digestive issues going on that's making you feel like your tummy's upset. Now, dill is tied to Hermes, Janus, Mercury, Anubis. It's also tied to the sacral and the third eye. It attracts love when you put it in a bath. It removes bad dreams if you put it under your pillow, and it gets rid of jealousy. So I kind of feel like these are some things that might be coming towards you during this Mercury retrograde. And I'm going to say be very aware of who you're speaking to and what information is coming into you. It's going to be important for you to pay attention to the source. Okay? Pay attention to that source. Am I singles? You're feeling yourself. You're feeling good about yourself, and you're all up in the mix, all right? You're having a good time. You don't even care that you're single. You're like, yeah, I'm single, and what? I feel good. All right, I'm going to jump into card number 3. Okay, number 3. All I'm going to say is I am going to have to reshoot. I had to reshoot your segment because last night when I did your reading, it was so intense. It was so much that I don't think it was a collective read. I think it was for somebody very personally. So if you are in a situation where there are children involved and finances, just be aware that this is going to be a retrograde where you might be asked to go back to court. You might be going to court. And if you're wondering about if your children are going to be okay, if they stay somewhere, I would go into deep meditation and prayer. It was such a strong reading that it made me nervous to post it, just because it seemed very personal to somebody. I'm not going to delete it off of my off of my phone yet. I'm going to keep it and hold on to it. So if anybody reaches out with that situation and you want it just sent to you, I will send it privately. It was just really intense, and let's put it this way. By the time I was done with the reading, I had to go take a clearing bath and like calm my energy because it was just a very intense reading. So with that being said, I just wanted to share that with you. If you're having those kinds of situations where it's like a lot of arguing over children, finances, you think someone's going to take your money, something of that nature, that did come out for number 3s, okay? Now we're going to do a collective reading, okay? Whew, I just had to let you know. Mercury and Scorpio in the first house is what's coming through for you. Now, this wants you to be aware of how to purify and resurrect who the F you are, right? There's going to be a lot of thoughts about the secrets of your desires. There's something you're longing for. And I do feel like this is a time of you getting to the truth of the matter. There's a lot of words resulting from the power of your actions. So I feel like this is you removing the mask. This is you removing their mask, your mask, everybody's mask, okay? Because in Scorpio season, okay, things come out in the open, okay. Now, let's jump into this. Oh, the Minotaur. So I was going to read you the story to the Minotaur, and I think I already put up that book, so I'm going to tell you the story that I know. All right, the truth is all coming out. The mask is being taken off of. And remember, in the first house, it has the mask also. So in this card, it comes down to the number 35. 35 comes down to the number 8. We are communicating, all right? You are getting it in there. Now, I do think some things are going to be revealed to you. This is stagnation, being stuck in the past. Oh, let me fix the camera, sorry. Being really stuck in the past, lowering yourself, focusing on things that you really are indifferent about. This is a question of who are you? What are you really doing? Focusing on the now and what you can do physically to achieve what you desire in this moment. The advice here is remove your mask and see what is hiding behind it. Be mindful of others' masks. You're not seeing or accepting the reality of the truth of the situation. Assess your emotional reactivity. What is your lower self trying to teach you? So a lot of times there's like, oh, the ego is bad and all some kind of stuff. What I'm telling you, oh, I'm like coming out on the Minotaur. Look at that. Hey, there's my head. Anyways, when I think about this, your lower self, it's like your ego. What is your ego telling you? Like, do you not deserve this? Do you deserve something better? Listen to it and sit with that for a while. It might be trying to protect you and move you to the next level. Recognizing your emotions when they come up and then showing gratitude where needed. Now, the Minotaur is all about broken promises because King Midos, I think it was King Midos, I don't have my book out, he asked for a bull to be sacrificed to Poseidon. He wanted to give this bull to Poseidon, but he needed the perfect bull. Well, he got the perfect bull. He got it. Poseidon gave it to him, but now it was time for the sacrifice, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't sacrifice him because he loved him. It was so beautiful. He didn't want to do it. Well, Poseidon got revenge by making his wife fall in love with the Minotaur, with the bull, right? So in this story, his wife ends up having a intimate relationship with the bull, okay? And when that happens, she has the Minotaur. And it becomes a broken promise. And he doesn't have anyone to love him because he lied to the gods. He lied to Poseidon. And that's why we have that. This is a broken promise. So what does the story have to do with this? There is a bull of a story going on. There's also a situation where something was promised to you. It was not fulfilled. And now you're having to deal with a situation that was birthed from that. Okay? The Two of Keys coming in with the treasure. This is like you walked in and everything's like, hey, freaking wire. Like, what the hell? That was my money. That was my love. That was everything. But you still have your four walls. You still have everything there. You see the crescent moon in the back. And he's like, okay, where do I go from here? So what I'm picking up for this is the truth of the matter is there's a lot that's going to be coming out about broken promises for you. All right. This is a time that the revelations are going to come out. However, moments of gratitude, you still have your home. You still have this. You have to focus on what you do have in the moment. Now, I will be using the Starman Tarot. And I'll keep that video just in case someone's really going through it. And I'll send it to you privately. Okay, because I didn't want to send that read out and scare people if you ain't even got that going on, okay? So I'm going to be very specific when I ask these cards. Show me a general reading for card number 3 with the Mercury Retrograde. And I'm using the Starman Tarot. Starman Tarot. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this energy is a little bit kinder. Upright, 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 and upright. Yes. So we have the 3 of Wands, okay? The 3 of Pentacles. So we got the 33. We got the Ace of Cups. This is much better. The 2 of Cups coming through. So overall energy, we have the Princess of Cups. Should it be upright? No. Okay, so I have the Princess of Cups reversed, and we will get into that energy. These cards have so much on them. That's why I wanted to use it for Mercury Retrograde, because it's just like, okay? I am clarifying with the Santa Muerte deck. Now, 3 of Wands. I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Let me see. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the bottom. So at the bottom, I have the Hierophant reverse, the 7 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. There is going to be an ending to a very traditional role in your life, whether it be marriage, your relationship, your work, it's ending. And you have a lot of options coming at you spiritually, emotionally, and physically with the 7 of Cups. But just know that the 6 of Pentacles is coming through. You're going to master this situation, and it's going to be a-okay. So Let's see what we got going on here, my love bugs. Three of Wands energy is why you need this. And this is my I built this city on a rock and a roll. Yeah, yo, here we go. Three of Wands. I feel like you're looking at everything you've created. And for some of y'all, you have this 33 coming in, which is significant to your spirit guides. It is also the master teacher. I do believe you are being taught by somebody, or you are teaching somebody how to move past and work through issues. Now, Three of Pentacles upright, and he's balancing. So I feel like maybe you're trying to balance everything as you're moving forward. You're trying to balance that energy and go on. Behind him, you see this sacred geometry. It's like the tree of life, okay? And then like a whole bunch of sound coming out, and he's balancing. What is that in his hand? Let me see. It's his hand on the pentacle. All right, behind the pentacles are two people. There's one, two, three people, and then there's a spider there. So I do believe, like, be aware. This looks like a spider web also. Be aware of the lies that are going on at work and focus on your work. Focus on what's going well for you and stay in that energy, okay? Ace of Cups, an offer of love, a partnership, a relationship. Something's coming through that's going to help you move forward from finding out all this information, which leaves us with the Two of Cups. That Two of Cups is like a union, okay? So I do feel like someone's getting a job, getting in a relationship. We're talking now. We weren't talking before. However, I'm going to talk about that Princess of Cups at the end of the read. So when we're looking at the Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, who's watching who? Okay, somebody's watching, because even in the Three of Wands, your guides are saying be careful. Somebody's watching you at word. Someone's paying attention to you, and it's not like, oh my gosh, you need to be careful, but like, hey, just be aware that somebody's watching everything that you do. This is like every move you make. What is it? Every breath you take. Every something, I'll be watching you. I feel like that's their energy. Like, I got my eye on you, boo. And we can build this city, and we can do what we got to do. So you're being watched. You're being observed, okay? Three of Pentacles. We have the energy coming in of Temperance. And should it be reversed? Yeah. Be patient as you work through this energy. Be very patient. This is very alchemic, okay? You can't just jump the gun because the offer was made. You need to be watching. You need to be observing and paying attention. Ace of Cups is coming through with the Ten of Cups. Should it be upright? No, it's not. This is what I'm talking about. There are some family issues going on. Maybe conflicts with work and family. Maybe there's conflicts in something, or this false vision of what it's supposed to be like. So take your Ace of Cups and be thankful for your Ace of Cups, and stop thinking about, how do I get to the Ten of Cups? How do I have perfection? Bitch, you are perfection, boo, okay? You are all that in a bag of chips. The Ten of Cups will eventually come, but you gotta start somewhere, right? What does this Two of Cups want them to know? Here's the child, yeah. Here it goes. It's still a similar message, but it's a much more lighter message since I was being specific. Should it be upright? There's an offer coming in about children, okay? Or a young water sign. Now, there's a lot of emotion coming through. I'm going to say pay lots of attention. You're mixing something up. Like, she's making drinks here. They're making food here. There might be a situation where, you know, you're having a family gathering. Be aware of what's going on. Now, I have the Princess of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups. That's the same card. It's the same energy. Now, what it's saying is, by the end of this retrograde, there's a reconciliation with the Two of Cups. Something is going to be coming back into a connection, okay? And if you're looking at this beautiful selenite ball in the back right here, look at this beauty right here. Yeah, you know you like it, all right? You can go to Spirit Guided Jewelry on Instagram and go to her Etsy store. And I'll put her information down there also, because I absolutely love her items. She has really great prices, and she's also a wonderful dear friend who I will be going live with on Instagram Live, and it's called Spirit Guided Chats with other healers. And she's going to talk about how she got into crystals and what was her journey in spirituality. And that will be October 23rd at 8:30 p.m. Now, let's look at this Page of Cups that was reversed. This is where we're at. Like, this is the overall energy. Look at what's coming out of her head. Like a bunch of like thoughts. And she thought the Ace of Cups was reversed. She thought something was going on. I think she's being a little lazy too. What's going on here? I need to get another energy here because I have the King of Swords. That would go back to that legal issue. Some of y'all are having legal issues during this time. Just know when Mars goes direct, you're going to get some energy coming through. Upright, should this be upright? So it's like the King of Swords and the King of Wands reversed. Page of Cups. There's a lot of people involved, and this is very similar to what came out last night. So I'm kind of glad that, and there's the Ace of Cups. So I do feel like somebody's going to a lawyer about what's going on, and that's what the King of Swords represents, because you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to see things your way and they got to go. All right. And for some of you, you're trying to decide between two people. I'm going to say there's one person who's always asking for money. He's not the one. Okay, or she's not the one. That's not the one you need to be with, no matter how good the body rockin' loving is going. Okay, there's just a point where you just have to say, look, this is not for my highest and greatest good. I'm gonna have to move forward, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, with this energy, is really beautiful energy. If you see this Page of Cups that's coming through, she's reversed because I feel like she's not getting the information that she needs to understand what it is. Y'all saw those cards and how it fell out? Upright, because all that glitters isn't gold. I'm telling you, someone's trying to sell you a damn dirty dream. There's like oceanfront property in Arizona. There ain't no oceanfront property in Arizona. Hello. That's an old song when I was little. My parents loved country music growing up. I used to love that song. Anyway, someone's trying to sell you a dream, okay? And you're going to get close up to it. And the mask, there's the masks again, is going to reveal that what you thought was it ain't it, okay? So this King of Swords is like, I bring justice, I bring truth. And I'm coming through, and I need you to pay attention to what I'm saying. Because this King of Wands ain't about it. So I'm looking at this King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords is telling you the black boots, la bota. 22. 22 comes down to the 4. This person wants to build a foundation with you. This person, there's something about the boots. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Hey, one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Hey, yes, they are. And I kind of feel like with this situation that's going on, it's time to make a choice. It's time to move forward. Now, this King of Wands, it gets El Valiente, which very similar image comes down to the 12, which is the third. This could be someone from the third party or someone on the outside who's trying to push their way through that makes themselves look better than the other person. But in all truth and all reality, it's not. Okay? Now, these could be people, these could be situations. All right. So in this situation, I'm telling you, be aware that your children are watching for some of y'all. Some of y'all are like the Page of Cups is like watching everything, but somebody's mask is going to fall during the retrograde and you're going to make your choice. All right. Much nicer read. Thank you, spirits. Thank you. Because that other one was like, whoa. At the end of the night, I was like, I think I need to go to bed. Like, that was rough. That was rough. All right. I'm going to look at the singles. What have the singles got going on this week? I'm not this week. This retrograde. Definitely got some trips going on. Okay. You got maybe your girls' trip. You're going to go see the family. Something's going on. Some of y'all are pregnant. Okay, pregnant. That almost came out. Protecting the 9 of Cups. You're protecting the 9 of Wands, right? What you've done independently, how far you've come, and you're not letting anyone take your dream of your 10 of Cups. So whoever was trying to tell you, oh, you can't have this. You can't have that. This is the best you can get. You're like, nah, bro. No, sis. I'm good. Go on ahead and go. All right. See you later. All right. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. All right. Because I feel like you're protecting your family. You're protecting your dream, your home, your job. You're protecting it because you know what you deserve. And that's with the 10 of Cups. Okay. So for my couples, what do we have for the couples? Oh, this is what I thought. Okay, couples. There are some couples Some, not all. If this is not your relationship, this is not for you. It just keeps coming out. The Knight of Swords reversed. Somebody does not want to talk about it. This could involve children. This could involve someone being very impulsive, very codependent with the devil. Something's going on. Something's trying to take you astray. So pay attention to that, because it's a loss. It's the Five of Cups. Focus on your Two of Cups. You know, the other three, it is what it is, and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it stepping. And I feel like in this relationship, or in your relationships, we got to focus on the way we're communicating. Okay? Communication is going to be key during this time. Just because, look, he's ready to run out the door, and he's like, wait, no, don't go. I'm out. No, don't go. Well, maybe you need to let them go. Let them go and see if it's better over there, okay? Because I'm going to guarantee you it's not. Now, it's your choice whether you let that person back in. So now let's say that you're not going through that third party situation. What this is stop running from the fact that there is a conversation that needs to be had. Do you know you need to say what you need to say? Then say it. And find the most loving way to say it. Because there's nothing wrong with telling somebody, hey, I really thought we were going to be working on our communication or working on this, and I don't feel like we are. You know, you're using the I statements, and then they say, girl, you crazy, or whatever, you know. But this is a point where you say, well, I could be wrong or right, but this is just the way that I'm feeling, and I was wondering if we could talk about it. Okay, because we're not looking for a fight, we're looking to make things right. Okay, so let's see here. That's what I have for couples. Now, your message from Green Mountain, from Frog Mountain, is all about what this retrograde is about. And this is about healing traumas and about reparations. So Frog Mountain is in the Slocum Valley of West Kootenai. It's sacred to the Sinks tribe. And the First Nations people was called extinct by the Canadian government in 1956 to be no longer recognized after living on the land for 1,000 years. It's an atrocity, okay, or atrocity, I don't ever say it right. Do you sense that one or more of your ancestors suffered from a similar fate, wrestled from the land? This could be a generational thing in your relationships, in how you feel at work, that you just feel like something's being taken from you, okay? So as with the salmon, your homing instinct lies within you. By returning to regenerate through the waters of your emotions, wisdom will finally be yours. It's time to understand your history, to learn to anticipate for joy. Now, the card depicts a little girl on the reservation who cannot go to school because of the legal fiction that her family is extinct. Are you facing a challenge to your identity? Okay, from the government, from an individual group, from your relationship, or from yourself. Remember, this is the time you're going to figure out who the F you are, because that came out in the Truth card, and that came out in the first house. All right, you're really removing the mask. You're really going to show them who you are. Now, in the upper world, and which is the potential of what this is going to teach you, is, do you have a power animal? Do you? And it's saying, but the white wolf is waiting for you at the top of the mountain. Let the wolf teach you the value of treading your own path by listening to who you really are and by connecting to that wolf energy. All right? It's time to go and figure out if the emotions you're feeling are yours or they're being imposed by others. Okay. Now, this is going to be a time of realizations and epiphanies, lots of blue. So I do feel like that throat chakra is busted wide open, okay? We are really, things are just coming out in the open for you. You're just starting to see things. You're like, what? What in the mother? I'm just playing. You're just shocked, all right? So seek the hidden treasure of all this. So a lot of times when people get readings, they're like, is my man coming back? And you're like, really? Are we really asking that? Why don't we ask, what do I need to learn from this situation? How can I grow from this? Is this for my highest and greatest good? Who cares if they come back if they're not good for you, right? So seek the hidden treasures in these moments. And I'm going to say check your accounts also, all right? Check your bank accounts. Now, don't take anything personal and release self-judgment. This is from The Four of Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. Those voices need to be silenced so that you can focus on what's coming in and what's not. On a health level, you have Uranus energy. You have the Fool coming in, spontaneous things coming in, unexpected things in health. You might unexpectedly get pregnant. You might have, this is the energy of like, oh, we had an accident, this happened, just technology, electricity, This is also about like nuclear power plants. Please don't take this to the next level. It's just what this card is about. It's ruled by Uranus, okay? Warns you to just like kind of be very precautious during this time because you might be accident prone. Okay, the herbs tied to this is cedar, rose, geranium, and agate and aventurine are good crystals when this energy is around. It'll help balance that. Now, cedar is good to clear, okay? Your crystal that came out for you was kyanite. This does not hold a negative energy, okay? It doesn't require cleaning, and it helps you quieten your mind and opens your chakras. Opens up communication with guides and angels, and it overcomes your blocks. It is to get you back into a healthy state, really incorporating muscles and motor responses. This signifies the need to sit quietly with an issue. That's that wolf energy. Pull back. What is personally holding you back from fulfilling your purpose? I'm going to say wear a lot of blue during this retrograde. We're really working on that throat chakra, and we're trying to learn to express ourselves freely and openly. So with that being said, number 3, I feel much better with I was like, I don't know who I'm getting energy from tonight, but somebody was sending me some energy. And like I said, if you're interested in that reading, I'm going to save it for about a week. It's Sunday, so at the end of the week, I'm going to delete it off of my drive, and I won't upload it to a live channel. I can send it to your personal email or something like that, because it's like a 15-minute read if you're in that situation, all right? If not, like, let that shit go. It's not for you, all right? So if you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com. And I would say November is already halfway full. So if you're going to book now. And then I will be coming on and talking about the yearlies because I will be taking my astrology class next week. Whoop, whoop. And then I will be posting all the information for how to book your year read. It's all video and other options that you can get with it. All right. So big, big hugs, lots and lots of love, number 3, and stay blessed.